Every time PCS orders drop, the same question comes up. Should we rent or should we buy? Most people make that decision emotionally based on fear, close timing, bad advice is the most common one. But the truth is, this single decision can either build your long-term wealth plan or cost you tens of thousands of dollars over your military career. So today, I'm walking you through a simple framework that I have used with every military family I have worked with across the country to help make them sure that they're making the right move for their money and their long-term mission. My name's Dina Watson. I'm the founder of Moving the Military, and we're here to help service members and their families turn every PCS into a financial freedom strategy. And this conversation, rent versus buy, is one of the biggest turning points for your financial future while you're in the service. Because when you PCS strategically, every base can become a stepping stone towards long-term wealth for you. But let's get clear. There's no one-size-fits-all answer to this. The key, however, is to think like a strategist, not someone who's moving across country. So I want to give you 3 filters that I call them the PCS wealth test to help you decide if buying or renting makes sense at your next duty station. Number 1 is what we call the timeline test. Ask yourself, how long realistically would you be stationed there? If it's less than 2 years, renting is almost always going to make more sense, unless you're intentionally buying it as an investment property and you know it will be that when you leave. But if you'll be there longer than 3 years, that's when buying becomes worth exploring. That's enough time to let appreciation, principal pay down, and tax advantages work in your favor. But once again, no size fits all. Think of it like this. Your mortgage is a fixed payment that builds equity. Rent is a variable expense that builds your landlord's wealth and not yours. Something to think about. Number 2, the math test. Let's get practical. You got to take your BAH and run some real numbers, and I'm here to help you with that if you need. If rent in your area is $2,000 a month, but you could own a home with a mortgage around $1,700, well, you're already keeping $300 a month in your pocket and gaining equity the longer that you own it. But, and this is where the strategy comes in, if that home would stretch your budget or require you to dip into savings just to stay afloat, that's not a wealth move, that's a stress move, and you don't want to make that happen. Buying should not trap you, right? It shouldn't trap you into anything. So compare the total cost of mortgage, insurance, utilities, and maintenance to your BAH and then to the rental market in your area. If ownership fits comfortably in that, well, might be worth exploring. The last part is the mission test. This is what nobody really talks about. What's your bigger mission with money? If you want flexibility, you're expecting new orders soon and you want to travel light, renting is probably going to serve you better. If not, and you want to build wealth, well, that's where buying comes in.